Good morning, everyone. I'm so late. I did the whole thing and I never, ever, ever need an alarm. Ever. Like, I'm up at the crack of dawn every day. But I went for a run yesterday and then a walk because I quit smoking. And I did really good. I didn't crave it at all. I've quit smoking before, but this time I'm actually gonna do it because I'm trying to activate one of my chakras, and it's being trying to be taken away from me. Anyways, so let's go ahead and dive in. I have something in my teeth. Make sure you floss today. Anytime I see a floss or a tooth or a Q-tip, I immediately go and grab one. It's a good meditational exercise too. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to talk about is water. And I'm not saying this to freak anybody out, but yes, I'm putting a hole in my thing. I'm not doing this to freak anybody out, but if you research water and you research what public water does to you. Cute little look today. Got my little plants going. My paintings are in the back. This is going to be the new set. I'm working on my set area because sets are important. It reflects your space. But I have some plants over here that they were going to throw away. Like, my mom literally was throwing these away, and I've been working on them. They're getting back. They were dead completely. I have a green thumb. They were dead. And look at how plush. We don't give up on nothing in our life. Zero. Put timer. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Water. I'm telling you, it's just research, is public water good for me? Okay. I always pray for clarity, and I had this, I don't know if it was a dream or if it was a thought before bed or whatever, but let me give you my disclaimer. We are all religions here, okay? All genders. I'm the plus size one, and I'm the skinny one too. So, everybody fits. Water, public water does something to you, long-term effects. And I'm sure this will be ripped offline or whatever because they try it, but I return that to sender, and I'm highly favored and protected. Okay, divinely protected. Well, after going to the funeral, the graveyard yesterday and all that, I found this little box in my neighborhood. So freaking cute. They have this. It's not even a dog park because you're not allowed to take dogs there. It's a sitting area with benches and stuff. And everybody goes and they take books. They literally take books and they put it this. They take one, leave one. That's what it's called. The take one, leave one box. And if you don't have one in your neighborhood, do it because that's so cute. But I'm digging through it and there's no books that I like. I like self-help books only. If it's not going to do me no justice or teach me nothing, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to waste my time. But to each his own. If you want to know about the Joneses and how they knock their family off, go ahead and read that book. You know, some people like true crime books. I don't like to waste my time like that. But I did find a book as a sign yesterday. This is what signs look like to me. Because I just randomly grabbed a book and whatever literature was in there, like whatever pamphlets I found, I always pick them up, and I have a box, a pink, pretty box that I put all my literature in. And I'll read it, and then I'll throw it in there, and then I put it in, I can figure out where it's at. My mail, everything, I just throw it in one box. And then if I need to go through it later, I go through it later. You know, every month I dump it. Right? It's right next to my set, right next to my office. And that's how we handle things there. Okay, so this was my sign confirmation that I'm supposed to be doing the graveyard thing. There's this book, right? This is literally about a drag queen in Louisiana or New Orleans, one of those two. Uh, Georgia. And balance. I'm really sorry about being late. I'm never late, and I have no excuse. Whenever you're late for work, don't give no excuse, right? Because I've been in hiring and firing. I worked at the Ritz-Carlton for a really long time, and then the Four Seasons, and then I worked on a cruise ship in Hawaii. So I've done some pretty grand things. And if anybody is interested in what I did, I was in hiring and firing, which suits my personality because I'm so sorry, but we have to let you go. And security's right there. I always had security escort you to your car. They were already waiting there. Like, out of respect to you, okay, out of respect to you and your demeanor and whatever you might have going on, I have somebody escort you to your car. And the reason why is, I don't know if you're gonna lose your mind because you're in a state of shock. So afterwards, after Peter comes back and the bouncer, it's inevitably you did what you did. And the way that I say things to people when I had to let them go, it wasn't mean, not at all, right? Because chances are they already met me. They met me before. I already had to reprimand you before, and I kept it funky with you. I was nice the first time and the second time, What's going on? Don't give me any excuses. Just let me know what's going on. See what I'm saying? And they just keep it real with me. Look, no papers. Boom. I flipped the paperwork off the table. If they gave me a good enough reason, I ripped the papers up. And yes, I got in trouble a couple times, but I used my intuition on that to figure out if they were good or not. I was fortunate enough to be in high level management in Orlando, Florida, for an Italian restaurant that I worked for. That was the last job I had before I got in trouble for selling drugs and stuff. But I was in high level management, and I had to take care of a team of fine dining people, and their personalities are different. Okay, it's cut and dry. And we were on a pool system, right? So we're family up in here, okay? And I have no time I wasn't the manager that ran up behind you. I wasn't the manager. I didn't even care if you went to go smoke, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. I don't give no two chances. You got one chance with me. Okay, I don't care if you're on your phone. I don't care what you're doing. But let me tell you something. This is our money. So you mess with my money, I'm on that ass for a solid month. And they knew it. Because I'm talking about I was up behind you. I was going to your tables. I was taking you. If that drink was there for more than a minute, I was up there taking that drink. And I was like that with everybody. Okay, so people might have said, "Oh, you're such a bitch. Why are you overstepping your boundaries and working?" Because the company, right, pays me to do that. And this whole place is a reflect. Why would you not want to be about your money at your job? Why would you not want to pick up that last call? Hey, Cassie. Oh my God, we did work together there. I did 3 contracts. Why would you not want to pick up that last call? Why would you put the phone off the hook at 5 p.m.? You don't want it done to you? Why would you want it done to you? When I was in Hawaii, Cassie, right? They are a buffoonery. They give you this grand title. They're like, "Oh, you're coming on to Hawaii to be a restaurant steward." I'm thinking it's this grand position, right? Because I worked at the Ritz-Carlton. No, baby, you are less than a busboy. I mean, you're goofed. You are goofed. What? Like, I straight wanted to punch that. Oh. But then you get used to it, and then you lose 30 pounds because you ain't got no time to even eat. My longest hour was 96.4. Right, Cassie? Then they try to give you this shift where you gotta work breakfast, morning, and you gotta close dinner for the next month and a half. Anyways, you have no days off. 0 days off. 0 days off. 96 hours. And then if COVID happens, or whatever they want to call it, and you got the mask on, and you got to be washy. Like, that was my favorite job. Give me the washy job, because I ain't trying to pick up nobody's tater tots or nobody's kid breaking up that damn cracker all over my floor in my section. And y'all ain't tipping me every day? Oh, no, this is a different culture. You let your kid act like that in public? You know what I mean? That type deal. Go get a go get a mop and then the buffet is over and there's all this food and they're like, you can't eat that. You need to go downstairs and eat stovetop slop. Oh, I can't have no piece of filet mignon. A little crab. Can I get a little whiff of a crab stick? I can't have no orange Jubilee surprise. What? And then they throw it in front of you in the trash. Right? That looked real good. It ain't gonna come back till next week's special. Girl, we're gonna plot this. Come on, Cassie. When I'm gonna go. You know, I'm gonna tell her this. I'm gonna make a big old scene, and then you take some Jubilee surprise, and then steal a bottle of wine and go take her to our room, and we're getting trashed tonight, right, Cassie? Forgive me. But let me tell you something, it's a buffoonery. It is a straight buffoonery. I'm gonna make a thing today about the cruise ship. I mean, anyways, we got 7 minutes left. Okay, so doing more harm than good. They did, right? They took me and you apart. And there's like 900 employees, okay? And let me tell you something. So I performed every function on the ship, right? Because I was going on RuPaul's Drag Race. I didn't care. Just like today, I will turn a rotten lemon into a flaming hot Cheeto, whatever. Flame on! That's what I say to my little brother. And whenever I see him, because he's gay and he's fabulous, he's like this tall. Like, for real. He's like 5'1", straight. Prance out the vagina, honey. I'm coming out. With the wind fan and everything, right? I love it. I love you, Steven. Didn't I? I did every function. Didn't I, Miss Thing? Anyways, so I took every opportunity that I can. I still do. Here's my thing. I will take any opportunity that comes my way because I look at it as a sign of movement. I didn't care if it was a busser job. I didn't care if it was cleaning toilets. I didn't care what it was, but something along, and I'm telling you now, if you become in your, just in your work experience, in your work venture, okay, give it a good 90 days. Write a book about it. If it's a horrible job, turn it into something else. When I was in jail and the horrible chronicles of being in jail, right? I literally wrote every single day. I'm talking about I turned every single negative into a positive, and it did not matter to me. I cried, I screamed, and we were in bunk bed style, okay? And I cried in front of all those people. But you know what? Because I was my true authentic self, up in there, and I was not pretending or there for the kikis or the cutes of it, nobody did nothing to me. I'm talking about I was protected. I had the guy, what was the name of that? We don't talk about nothing evil or gang affiliated, but the leader one, the elder one, moved right up under me, and he's like, look, I don't give two shits what anybody has to say about me, right? I'm trying to be with you. You're not my type, but I'll be protected. And he put commissary up beneath my bunk, and he left me mints and everything, and I didn't have to do nothing to him. I was just genuine. Okay? I would look down at him and I'd be like, you're so cute. I would tap in the bottom of the bunk. You awake down there? Because I was out. I didn't care. I was transgender. I didn't give a damn. Okay? Up in jail. Because I said, if I can't do this through like this, then I didn't earn it. Okay? And my whole theory is this. A peach is a peach is a peach is a peach until it decides it wants to be a plum, right? And if it presents as a plum, then treat it like and talk to it like a plum. Okay? In Mexican culture, thank you, Pinterest. He said, you just created it. You have created your happy place. Um, anyways, uh, in Mexican culture, the women who come out with feminine kids, oh, they worship them. Like, they be buying the makeup at the real young. I think that's a little too young, impressionably. I think that you should not push hormones or anything on a child. And I don't care who's listening. You're just too young. I'm sorry. It's getting out of control. And, like, I change my thoughts. Like, I change... Just think about what your hobbies are, or your men. I couldn't imagine it started so early. Now I just quite frankly, don't give a damn. Like, I cared about, what my parents thought about me up until, like, yesterday. Like, I'm not kidding. Today I'm like, no. We are doing what we want to do. I got a patch on right now, and I'm not ever taking it off. Period. But that's all right, because you know what? This is my test. I don't want anybody to classify me in a box of anything until I present as that box. And a lot of people that are out here with all the pronouns and everything like that, it's getting out of control. Alphabet crew, y'all my people, I'm allowed to say this. It's getting out of control. Okay? Don't nobody want to deal with this confusion. Okay? So just call it what it is. If a peach is a peach is a peach is a peach until it presents as a plum, then you call it a plum. Okay? Moving on. Put in the work. I get these clarifications. Let's call them clarifications. Thank you. On things. And people don't matter to me anymore, but I'm going to say it one last time. Stop projecting your evil thoughts on me because I'm returning it all to sender. Like, if you don't think that I deserve the position that I'm in, just watch. It's about to get way more crazier. Just watch. I'm about to get a lot more popular. Okay? Everybody has a peanut gallery. Everybody has a hater group. How do you stop being a hater? Because chances are the person that's sitting right in front of you has the talents or the keys to what you're lacking in yourself. Quite literally. So you either go to that person like I do. I'll go in a room full of somebody and I'm like, you know what? In the beginning, I have to apologize. Because in the beginning, excuse me, may I say something in front of the class? Yeah, in the beginning, I didn't like you at all. But I'm going to tell you. Once you learn and you're patient and you get it. Because ain't nobody going to whoop me. Not without a fight. I promise you. And I come from a family of boxers. Like, my family wanted to protect me from being LGBT so bad. They put me in everything. I did all the sports and stuff. Okay? Hit him with a left, hit him with a right. Like, you don't want none of this. I promise you. You don't want any of this. And with that, we pass. Like I said, this was a sign yesterday. I'm not reading this book because I don't read books that are not about elevating myself. But look, I talked about balance yesterday, and it was in a graveyard. Okay, so the signs look as little as this. And you all can follow until you can't follow anymore. Featured products are my own, okay? If anybody wants to purchase any of these products, just hit me up in my DMs. My first box is already sold, so I'm working on my next one. They're $20 a piece. And basically, they come in this cute little thing that I do everything by hand, right? They come in this little thing, okay? Here's the tag. It's called Lavender Angel Vibes. It's a foot scrub, okay? In there, it's lavender, sage. There's even a cute little sticker at the bottom. Lavender, sage, bay. There's about 5 different essential oils that work concurrently on your feet. Salt, vinegar, we'll send them to you. I'll send them to you because there's no we in my company right now. I'm struggling for money right now. So instead of begging or doing all that extra stuff, right? And truthfully, I think escorting is begging. If you're going to get on your knees, you might as well hold a jar with quarters, okay? And if you need help getting out of that life, 211. With that, I pass. It comes with a card, right? Ooh, cute, right? Budget. Not really. And then inside the card has the label, the ingredients, and my QR code. to jump on my business. So this is called my Lavender Angel Vibes Holistic Vegan Vegetarian Foot Scrub. When you open it, there's a little capsule in there. So first you take, this is where the oil is. First you take the scrub, and it's 2 scrubs in one. It has salt in here too. You dump it into your foot bath. It smells really good. And then afterwards, you take this, the oil capsule, and you rub it on your feet. Or if you want, you could throw it all in the water. It's completely up to you and how you do. But I'm excited to see everybody's reviews. And it's moonlit. So I set them outside and I let them solarize and get energy from the moon. Okay, there's all good vibes on his. I literally set these jars underneath my 2 beta fish that are mating. So this has a very, very strong love to it. I live in peace in my room. It's very, very tranquil in here. So this is all good energy. And I manifest the greatest things with this. So these are $20 a piece, right? So $10 per scrub. It comes with a file and pretty much everything that you need with it, okay? You can put your feet in a bucket. You can put your feet in a blow-up thing. I'm going to create a gift basket style one today. Again, that's Lavender Vibes, okay? Other than that, yesterday I said about my company. So this is what I sent out to every graveyard in my area. Basically, it's my company name and everything, what services I offer, and then my QR code. Okay? And I put a piece of lavender paper in here, and I closed it, and I sent it in the mail to 20 different graveyards in the area. And, you know, somebody that's very negative in my life is like, oh, how are you gonna get there? I'm gonna take the mother tucking bus, okay? Because I am struggling right now financially, and I'm not doing this to do a handout. I just want everybody to see where I'm gonna be next year, because y'all are blocking the ones that are the peanut gallery who's sitting there thinking negative about me. Y'all are blocking my blessings, and I know y'all are. So congratulations. But like when what goes around comes around. So I alchemize it. Because all y'all are doing is raising my stock. Keep talking about me, please. Because when people get to see who I really am, it don't even really matter. Like, then they see who I really am. Secondly, I finally got my ID yesterday. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to release my old self. Okay, this is my Florida ID with that horrible person that I was. And I am... Stop ordering all your stuff. I'm releasing this person completely. Absolutely, completely. If y'all need to do something like this as well, do it. This person no longer exists. Okay, haters? This person no longer exists. So stop holding on to the idea of who this is and who this was. Because this person's not around anymore, okay? They're completely gone. And with that, we pass. Ciao.